hit coming out of the game and coming back. How did you feel? Did you feel like something was off, or did you feel fine?
It was obviously an assessment in that moment, and everybody was doing their jobs and doing their roles, and I was able to come back when everybody felt like I was ready to.
Was it important for you? I mean, I think it was might have been a 2-touchdown, maybe even a wider than that when you came back in. Was it important to you just to come back to show everybody you were okay?
And about showing anybody anything, it was more so the game's not over. So, just trying to keep fighting.
Jalen, how disappointed were you that you weren't able to get touchdowns early and you had a couple field goals instead?
Yeah, when you think about how important it is to start fast, and I feel like we started with good rhythm, good tempo, good execution for the most part, and we just kind of weren't able to connect and execute like we wanted to in the red zone. And when you're playing a good team like that, that gets you. Every little thing matters. So much credit to them in the way that they played today and how they executed. I think for us, we just have to do a better job of controlling the things we can and playing cleaner. They played well and took advantage of the opportunities, and that's a really good football team. Really great players, and they did a great job today.
After the last game, you said you didn't know quite how to feel. After this one, where are your feelings and where do you go from in a game like this?
Win, find ways to win. That's always the mentality. That's always the approach, and I think this is a moment where you go back and you reflect on it, you learn from it like every win, and you treat them all the same. When you win or when you lose, it's about what can I learn from this. So, the process remains the same in terms of how we respond and how we approach it. We just have to be self-critical, as we always are, and analyze everything as it's supposed to be and respond. It's not a matter of winning or losing. It's just about playing to the standard, and we didn't play to the standard. Typically, when you play to the standard, you win. And I don't think we played to the standard and won yet. We didn't play to the standard, and today we lost. So it's a great team we played, and we have to go back and reflect on it, learn from it, watch the film, and grow.
Defense concentrating.
5 straight games now where you fall behind at halftime. How difficult is it to keep, climbing out of a hole like that?
It's about execution. Regardless of the situation in the game, whatever it is, it's about executing. When we do that at a high level, we get that rhythm going. We're complementing each other defensively, offensively. Covey doing a great job in the punt return game. The gunners striking down there on punt. When we're playing complementary football, we're pretty darn good, and we just have to do that. We have to do more of that, and so that just takes great preparation. That takes, being eager and having a growth mindset and wanting to learn, and everybody's going to want to do that. Everybody needs to want to do that.
Did you have on that 4th and 2 play? It was after you got hurt, and Nick decided to punt. This is at the end of the third quarter. Were you involved in that discussion at that point, or were you because you had to deal with the whole protocol thing?
I don't know that I was. I don't think I was. I don't know if we, knew how far away we were from it, but in a game like that, you definitely want to. You want to be aggressive, and we have been aggressive in the past, but we always support whatever's call is made in that situation. We just got to execute. I don't even think we should have been in that situation, to be honest. So, we learn from it and grow from it.
Jalen, you mentioned the complementary nature of football. Sometimes the offense picks up the defense, vice versa, special teams. In game, when do you feel being in that deficit, how things change in the moment?
You have momentum in a game. There's always momentum swings, and I think whether there's momentum or not, it's just about how we execute. That's what I lean on, and that's what this team leans on. And, when you execute at a high level, good things happen. And so I'm eager to to watch the film and learn from it and assess it, and we have the opportunity to evaluate ourselves on that and learn from it as a football team.
Fletch said this team cannot separate. What's your role in ensuring togetherness this week as you head into another tough game on Sunday?
It's just nothing changing in that process, keeping the main thing, staying true to that, staying true to who we are, and learning from it. Win, lose, or draw, it's always a deep, deep dive into what we can be better at, looking ourselves in the mirror and responding to the mistakes that we've made and also to the successes that we've had. And so it's no difference here. It's about how we respond, how we are approaching it, and how bad we want to grow, how bad we want to better ourselves. And so that's the mentality moving forward, and obviously that has to be done together as a unit.
Let's take two more questions. Before you watch the film, in these hours before you watch the film, is there a play or sequence that's really going to bother you?
I mean, it's just execution. Having the opportunity to, you played in the first half. We preach trying to score in the red zone, and we've done a pretty good job of doing that in the past few games. We've made a big jump there, but today we didn't. We weren't able to, and that always helps scoring touchdowns, and we didn't do that enough.
Game, you had some chances to extend plays. I think there was a slip and then another sack later. What were you seeing, and what were some of the corrections in the middle of the game after those sequences?
Slipping. I just slipped. Was trying to make a play, extend the play. Had an opportunity there. But that's kind of what it is. Some things happen. We watch the film. I can't really speak on too much now, but when we watch the film, we'll look at it and learn from it, and definitely take it with the growth mindset approach.